You're ridiculous. 6 whole years later. Every time with a bright light. Why is there a picture of
As far as I can
Elvis on the
tell,
wall?
you're a perfectly healthy 16-year-old girl. So, yes, you have to go to class to take your GOAT exam. Go on now.
I can lie my way
You've got
out
a
of
GOAT
this.
to take.
You're a goat.
No, you're not. Really. When I started studying medicine, one of the first things I learned was how to spot a kid playing.
Blah, 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 blah.
You'll do fine. It's not so bad. And
Blah, blah,
most
blah.
everyone
Okay.
makes it through with
Okay. If you say so, Dad.
the generalized
know about the
occupational aptitude.
Everybody
Helps to
takes
figure
number
out what
16,
sort of a
blah, blah,
job
blah,
you're...
blah, pay attention,
You know what the
try not to
overseer
fall asleep.
says?
Born in the vault, die in the
Each
vault,
is
yeah,
tested to determine...
blah, 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 blah. All right.
That's
Do we have
not
to
the
die
way
in
it
the vault?
works. And it won't do to go around asking questions like that. Especially not around the overseer. I want to
Overseer's a
tell you
prick.
something now. It's important, so listen closely.
All right. It's not perfect.
You're
I know
safe
this.
here.
You're home. Yeah.
Stay
You're
on the
safe here,
overseer's
blah,
good,
blah, blah. You need to
because
appreciate all you
what's
have.
up there on the outside,
It's not what Mom wanted for me because we came into the vault.
that's
True,
what
we
the
were-
overseer says, isn't it? He's not about to
You're
let anyone
lying.
else in, so I guess
What do you
that's
mean
how
else?
it'll
What do
have
you
to
mean
be.
anybody else?
You're here
Dad,
now.
you're lying to me. I'm
That's
a
a
woman.
hell of a
I can
lot
spot
better
when you're
than being
lying.
up
It's a
there.
woman's intuition. It's
All
like our
your mother and
spider
I
sense.
ever wanted was for you to be safe.
My female
And
senses
you're
are tingling.
safe here.
Liar, liar, liar. Can we talk
Your
about
mother,
Mommy?
she was beautiful.
Aww.
But beyond the beauty you've seen,
Aww.
there's just so much those old photos can never show. And she was
Aww.
passionate.
Is that a dick?
about
up
life,
there? Oh, I
about
guess
love.
it's a spine, but it looks like
But most of
both
all,
dick.
most of all, she was passionate about you. When she
She-
became
she knew me
pregnant,
for
it was
4
the
seconds.
happiest I had
Really?
ever seen her. Ah, she
That's cool.
had great things
Are
in
you sure
mind.
it's yours?
And so, time for you to stop stalling. The last thing I need is your mother's ghost haunting me because her only child...
Garbage burner?
Hey,
I think I
You're
got
16. Come on, it's not so bad.
If I really had to, I think I could, become a prostitute or something. Bobblehead. I'm gonna read these, but I'm gonna try to skip as much as I can. Freddy's VDS is getting worse. Most days he can't even get out of bed. When he does manage to function, Freddy hides his insecurities and low self-esteem behind a bully's mask. Vault Tech medical protocols dictate the prescription of anti-anxiety medication when Vault depressive syndrome is involved. But do I really want to string the kid out on chlorpromazine for the rest of his life? Alright, I'm not speaking in that voice. Forget that, Stanley. Stanley continues to suffer from severe and chronic head pain. I've been feeding him aspirin like it's candy. Yum, yum, yum. But I'm resident to give him anything stronger. How about the dick? He blames the lighting in his quarters. And though eye strain is certainly compounding the problem, his headaches are actually a symptom of dick in the face. Or of overwork and lack of sleep, probably. Knowing Stanley, the schedule the overseer has him on, the problem isn't likely to get any better anytime soon. So it's aspirin and dicks indefinitely. Ooh, Amada. Once again, the overseer has insisted on being in the room for Amada's examination, throwing any inkling of Dr. Payson confidentiality right out the window. I know he doesn't trust me, he never has, but I honestly believe the reason he attends his daughter's medical appointments is because he doesn't trust her. That's as ridiculous as it is sad. Yeah, overseer, you sad sack of crap. Where am I? Oh yeah, Amada's a great girl, and the chance of her doing something stupid, pregnancy, syphilis, whatever, is so unlikely it's not even worth mentioning. Besides, I'm here, and I'm a chick. I don't think I can get her pregnant. That's not how that works. Oh, goddamn. The cells are still replicating normally, no mutation, thank God. If whatever's out there could penetrate this vault, I can't even begin to imagine what the overseer would do. After borrowing a few more water chips and rerouting some of the power here in the clinic, I've finally been able to affect the latest sample. It's not much, but considering what I have to work with, it's a definite step in the right direction. But this new experiment was also monumental for another reason. It's the first time Jonas has gotten a dick in the ass. He's suspected forever, I know, so I guess it was inevitable that he would get a dick in the ass. And his help has been invaluable. I just hope he knows what he's gotten into himself. A dick in the ass. Pretty sure. Pretty sure he figured that one out. Daddy, you pervert. Look at this. What is that? Who broke their pelvis and why can't I do that?
Morning, Jonas.
I don't have any skills.
Morning, Doc.
How's things?
Stealing anything isn't going to do anything right now. That's what that says. I'm not talking to you, Stanley. Fuck.
Did you know the average
Get out of my way, you stupid tunnel snakes!
I want to see if
I can show you a real tunnel snake. Yeah? What do you want?
There's not a tunnel snake in your pants, more like a tunnel tapeworm. Tunnel snakes? What are you, some kind of gang? Is that it?
Only the baddest gang in Vault 101.
There's no
like
other
you don't
gangs.
know. We ruled this vault, and what we...
Yeah, okay.
You'll stay out of our... None of
what's
your
going on
business,
here?
kid. If you mess with the tunnel snake...
If you keep messing with her, the overseer's gonna come down on your gang. Leave her alone, or your own. Maybe I can help. She's sensitive about her weight. Of course she is. She's a woman.
Maybe you're right. We can... Come on, tunnel snakes. This little
fucking duck,
bitch isn't
Butch.
worth our time.
Watch
Whatever
where
you
you're
say,
swinging
Butch.
that, will you?
Don't mess with the tunnel snakes.
God, that's over.
Fine, let's go.
It's gonna be fun paying you back for
Good
that.
morning. Stopped in to see the
Don't
old
push
man
your
before
luck.
class, eh?
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Oh.
You'll get
Not
yours
my-
The
eventually.
chick's kicking your
Spouses.
ass.
Well, you made
Hey,
it.
Mr. Crotch.
All set for the goat? Trust me.
Yeah, let's
Listen.
take it.
I like your dad. So here's what I'm going to do.
What I'll do if you want to skip the test. You know, I'll just
Good
take
for
it.
you.
Go. I want to see in the
I've
back
got other
of
things
one of
to do.
those chicks. Yeah, like jerk off because nobody loves you, or being inside of Wally Mack. You go do that. Oh, see,
You don't
look at
want to be
that.
the first class in history to fail the goat, do you?
You and that guy are doing it. Pervert. No, Amada, sit in front of me. Oh, God. Freddie Gomez.
Well, now everyone's managed to find the classroom, we can finally get started. No
Yeah, can we
talk,
do this?
and keep your eyes to yourselves.
Come on, you keep your eye on your dick. You pervert.
Yes, I'm talking
My eyes
to
are up
you,
here.
Mr. Deloria.
Sure thing, Mr. Brotch.
Unless anyone else has an insightful comment, let's get started. Question 1. A frenzied vault scientist runs up to you and yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
But Doctor, won't that cause a parabolic destabilization of the fissure singularity? Yeah, up yours too, buddy. Say nothing but grab a nearby pipe and hit the scientist in the head to knock him out. For all you knew, he was planning on blowing up the vault. Say nothing but slip away before the scientist can continue his rant. Normally I pick this one, but I want to boost up my science.
Question 2. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection in his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate, but the doctor
An
stepped
alarming
out
rate?
for a while. What do you do?
Amputate the foot before the infection spreads. Scream for help. Medicate the infected areas to the best of your abilities. Restrain the patient. Merely observe as the infection spreads. I would probably amputate the foot if it's spreading so
Question
quickly.
3.
I think that's about
You
wrong
discover
answer
a
for
young
medicine.
boy lost in the lower levels of the vault. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do you do?
Give the boy a hug and tell him everything will be okay. Confiscate the stolen property by force. Leave the boy there as punishment. Pick the boy's pocket to take the stolen property for yourself. Leave him to his fate. Lead the boy to safety, then turn him to the overseer. Pick the boy's
Question
pocket.
4.
Pick pocket time.
Congratulations. You've made one of the Vault 101 baseball teams. Which position do you prefer?
I'm a chick. Of course I want to be the catcher. No, of course.
Question
soccer
5.
team. I'm not even going to
Your
read the other
grandmother
ones.
invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill another Vault resident. What do you do?
Obey your elder and kill the resident with the pistol. Offer your most prized possession for the resident's life. Ask Granny for a minigun instead. After all, you don't want to throw your tea in Granny's face. I think this might affect speech. Offer your most prized possession.
Question 6. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again. You've been
Leave
ordered
the
to
old
get him out.
coot to rot, damn it.
How do
Come
you
on.
proceed?
Use bobby pin to pick the lock on the door. Trade all vault hoodlum for his cherry bomb and blow the door open. Go to the armory, retrieve a laser pistol, shoot the lock off. Walk away and let the old coot rot. Goddamn. The old cot root.
Question 7.
Pick the door.
Oh no, you've been exposed to radiation, and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best course of treatment?
Jerk off with it. What are you kidding? A bullet to the brain. Large doses of anti-mutagen agent. Prayer, maybe God will spare you in exchange for a life of pious devotion. Removal of the mutated tissue with precision laser.
Question 8. A fellow Vault 101 resident is in possession of Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You want it. What's the best way to
Of course
obtain
I want it. Trade the comic book for one of your own valuable possessions. Steal the comic book at gunpoint. Sneak into the resident's quarters and steal the comic book from his desk. Slip some knockout drops into the resident's Nuka-Cola. Take the comic book when he's unconscious. Then ram his brains out. What?
Question 9.
You heard things.
You
don't know what
decided
you're
it would
talking
be
about.
fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one's looking and...
Loosen the bolts on some pipes. When the sink is turned on, the restroom will flood. Put a firecracker in the toilet. That should cause some chaos. Break into the locked medicine cabinet and replace his high blood pressure medication with sugar pills. Manipulate the power wattage on his razor so he'll get an electric shock the next time he shaves. Loosen the bolts that might
Question
do repair.
10.
I don't know.
Who is indisputably the most important person in Vault 101? He who shelters
me.
us from the harshness of
Me.
the atomic wasteland,
Me.
and to whom
That's
we
me.
owe everything we have, including our lives.
Me. Well, it's the overseer, so it's got to be C, the overseer.
Pencils down, people. That's it. The infamous goat. I'm sure most of you didn't
win.
find it so bad. Others,
I
well,
win.
there are always openings in the maintenance department.
Congratulations, I won.
Don't forget
Look
to
at
hand
that.
in your test before you leave. You don't want to know what happens to people who fail the You can have the rest
that
of the
test
day
was
off.
so hard.
Or to pray, as the situation warrants.
Oh wait, where did he go? I want to crap on your desk. You, alright. Mr. Broad,
Well,
stop running
well.
around. God damn it.
Pip-Boy programmer, eh?
Hip-Boy programmer? Fuck off. Whatever, I can't be right. The stupid test
Listen,
got it all wrong.
I was just as obnoxious at your age.
I didn't take
Just
it
between
anymore.
you and me,
The
if
whole
you don't
test
like the
is a
results, I can make your goat come out anyway.
Yeah, let's do that. Melee weapons? No. That's always important. Repair is always pretty important too. Sneak's gonna be important, but not yet. I think speech will get me out of everything. Alright, let's go with that. Yay. Alright, let's see. Butch is a hairdresser. Amada is going to be the
I've got other
overseer.
Here you are, Mr. Brown.
Paul is going to
Hope I did
be
okay.
security.
Nothing for
or
you to
something?
worry about.
He's going to be
Miss
something.
Almodovar. Let's see.
What are you, Christine Kendall, home ec or something, or science, or repairman? One of those. I don't want to waste my time. We already know what these are. You guys don't really give a shit.
I'll see you tomorrow. Bright
Oh my God! Bright lights again.